Good afternoon, I'm Marco Wright, this is Black Country News and here are the latest headlines. Brexit Secretary Stephen Barclay has played down the prospect of asking the Queen to shut down Parliament after the government was plunged into a major constitutional crisis. Prime Minister Theresa May will gather her top ministers on Tuesday morning as they try to find a way past a bombshell ruling by Speaker of the House of Commons John Bercow. In a major intervention on Monday, Mr Bercow cited a centuries-old convention as he blocked Mrs May from bringing back her twice-defeated Brexit deal for a third vote in the Commons unless it is substantially different. A planning application for what's been described as the country's largest nursery has resulted in over 140 objections, Black Country News has learned. Retrospective planning is being sought for the nursery on Spring Hill Lane, Lower Penn. Building work was completed last summer, but now the developer has had to go back to South Staffordshire Council after it was discovered the nursery had been built too high and too wide. Lynn Butler reports.
Residents in Lower Penn are using the retrospective application to voice their anger over the plans for the building, which sits within the Green Belt. In its current state, the nursery does not have planning permission and the council could force the developer to knock it down and start again. Locals have described the scheme as potentially dangerous due to its location opposite a popular park on a busy road and have called it a brazen land grab. The building is now almost complete and bosses had hoped to welcome children there this month.
A nightclub in Wolverhampton Outback has been allowed to reopen after its licence was suspended after a stabbing last month. Our reporter Andrew Rigby has the update.
It comes after a stabbing occurred last month which led to West Midlands Police recommending its closure. Consultant Jake Flanagan met with police on Friday in order to strike an agreement that Outback would make recommended changes. The agreement includes that owner Abdul Matley steps down from all licensable activities and that they would agree to partner in conjunction with fellow nearby business Banjo to operate security. Outback will also have to end licensable activities by 4 a.m. rather than 6 a.m. This is Andrew Rigby, Black Country News.
Students took to the streets to push for action to be taken on climate change. I went down to Queen Square to find out more. Wolverhampton was just one of many cities across the country where students demonstrated. The strikes have taken inspiration from a teenager in Sweden. Greta Thunberg protests every Friday outside of Swedish Parliament, urging leaders to take climate change seriously.
Let's build on this. Let's make the next one even bigger. Speak to anybody you know.
This here today is a great example of what we can do. Grassroots activism. A great groundswell of people across the country and across the world demanding immediate, impactful change.
And now for the latest sports news. Wolverhampton Wanderers are through to the FA Cup semi-final after they beat Manchester United 2-1 at Molineux. Goals from Raul Jimenez and Diogo Jota gave Wolves a famous victory as they reached the semis for the first time since 1998. They will face Watford at Wembley Stadium on the 7th of April. And now for the weather. Clear skies at first this evening and into the first part of tonight, with patchy fog reforming. Cloud over from the west later, making for a murky end to the night. That's all for now. We'll be back in the next hour for another news bulletin.